This is a presentation of RVT Entertainment.
What's your name, ma'am?
Stacy.
Oh, Stacy. What do you do for a living, Stacy?
I work for a Christian publishing company.
If there's one thing I can't stand.
Listen up, slap nuts.
Sit down, dummy. I'm talking.
You know, they say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Small Joe, and you can see that statement is not true.
Oh, Randy!
He's fat!
You f***ing numpty!
What are you laughing at, face? Shut your mouth.
The cream of the crop! Nobody does it better.
Hey, hi, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Wrestle Cast, presented by RVT Entertainment on thebrokeninternet.com, automatic.com, iTunes, and wherever else you may find this fine audio recording, and live on twitch.tv and RVT Entertainment's official twitch.tv channel. We talk about professional wrestling both in the mainstream and the independent scene. My name is Matty Jay, and that is TWK.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm TWK of TWK Reviews, and that over there is a soon-to-be American Matty Jay.
For the record, let it be known that I said if I were to go to Texas to meet with our guest that you will soon hear in a few seconds, and tried a Whataburger, I would go to Whataburger and try a patty melt with our guest to be announced in a few seconds. TWK then proceeded to put words in my mouth that I did not mean to say or want to say. I'm not going to renounce my Canadian citizenship. Okay?
Oh, you weren't going to announce your what citizenship?
Dave! Not good enough. Damn with that on that. Wow, that's a record. That's like how many episodes are like 10, 12, 15 weeks without a Dave? I'm proud of you, Tito. That's actually good. Our guest, ladies and gentlemen, speaking of, is from Texas and has a lifelong psychological hatred of the Dallas Cowboys. You know, he being from Houston and all. It's our good buddy Shin Tiger Curl, everybody.
Hey, I'm Shintai Curl, whatever. I don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Shin Cassidy.
Shin Orange Cassidy, there it is.
Yeah, Shin Cassidy, whatever. I don't care. What am I even doing here?
I believe you're here representing Shin Tiger Curl.
Shin, whoever. I'm just here to lay down and go to sleep. So just like 2 hours. I don't really care.
Fair enough.
And he's asleep.
Oh wow, that did not take long.
Orange Cassidy has an amazing ability to just fall asleep on command. He just genuinely does not give a...
Apparently, huh? Wow. How are you, T-Dub? How are you, T-Dub, and how are you, Shin?
You go first, T-Dub. He said you first.
I'm doing quite well, especially once Matty J becomes an American.
God damn it, T-Dub, stop it. I mean, I'm appreciating the throwback of doing the Canadian joke. You know, since we're close to 500 episodes and all.
The plan goes forward, TWK.
I know. It's as if we have like a gimmick and everything else. That's very nice.
You will join us in Texas, Matty J. I have foreseen it.
Hey, I purchased a lotto ticket for the Lotto Max. The jackpot is $60 million Canadian. I win it. I'm flying to Texas. I'm going to meet Shintai Girl. We're going to Whataburger.
Hold on, 60 million Canadian. That's about
around the
$100 American, right?
Around 45 to 50 million, depending on the day. But yeah.
Are you sure you don't mean just $100?
Fuck you. Just straight
And
up,
there we go.
fuck you. You ain't
And
even
there we
getting a
go.
day for that. Anyway, we got a show to do, and Shintai Girl's here because he is joining us in our crusade to tell the people behind WWE and Sweet Saudi Money 3, give us more of that good attention, all of the fuck you we can. So for those tuning in to hear us talk about Super Saudi Showdown, or whatever the fuck the name is, I have said it before on this broadcast and others, and I will say it again tonight. No. Not only that, fuck no. Tito don't want to talk about it. Shin don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
I didn't even watch the show, and I probably never will.
I only saw ups and downs for it, and it was not good.
Ooh, I will tell you what I did see. I had a customer at the hospital today. I had a customer who happened to have had the WWE Network on a particular device, and was actually in the middle of watching. Was actually starting the beginning, the first match, which was Seth versus Baron Corbin for the Universal title. He was purchasing a TV and wanted to make sure the TV was working, so that's my job. I'm doing my job, and since the show was there, I said, you know what, I'm a wrestling fan. I wasn't planning on watching, but may I watch it along with you? Thankfully, the TV needed a deeper repair, so I was able to watch the shit show, or at least a match from the shit show, and it was a Baron Corbin match. That's the most positive I could tell you from that. And that's as much exposure I got. And I will tell you right now, did Brock cash in? He tried, but he failed. Seth Rollins is still Universal Champion, so bait, switch. Fuck you, Vinny. But, ladies and gentlemen, not all news is bad. Unlike the fact that, well, Goldberg apparently knocked himself the fuck out again. No, ladies and gentlemen, we get to talk about the good shit. You know what's the good shit? How about NXT TakeOver 25? How about the finals of the Best of the Super Juniors 26? How about, on our third segment, I was talking about New Japan's Pro Wrestling's Dominion from Osaka Joe Hall, featuring the main event of the Rainmaker versus the Painmaker. How about that for a show? If that's not enough show, we got emails, we got comments, we got you folks in the chat, we got winners and losers, and we got Shintai Curl wants to take a dump on Saudi Arabia as much as we do, but we've done our shit already.
Damn right, and I just took a whole bottle of X-Lax, so I'm ready to do some dumping.
Not too much, though, right? Because
It's
we're not
never
talking about
too
Saudi
much.
Arabia.
No,
I
I'm
mean,
just
during
gonna-
the winners and losers, most obviously, but, you know.
No, I'm just gonna talk about how I'm gonna defecate on that entire show.
Well, can you hold it till winners and losers?
Let me check. Yeah, I can hold it up until.
Good. That's where that's where it belongs, right there in the loser segment, i.e. the toilet, as we like to call it. Anyway, so we begin, ladies and gentlemen, with clip numero uno. Last Saturday night, in case you were wondering, good wrestling happened again. A couple of weekends ago was Double or Nothing. This past weekend, the NXT crew came together from Bridgeport, Connecticut, and gave us what we, the rest of the wrestling world, will tell Vince McMahon is truly good shit. I.e., I mean, there's many things I could play, but owning up to the fact that I must admit defeat, or at the very least, wrongness. Our clip of the week is not the final few moments of Johnny Gargano's NXT Championship reign to following to a particular gentleman whose name I will scream very loudly in a few seconds. But the final few seconds of a particularly very well-made ladder match featuring the new NXT Tag Team Champions. Take a listen. Actually, as soon as I click the right thing, of course.
Blake is climbing the ladder. Oh, here comes Angelo Dawkins. Spear on Cutler. Spear by Blake. Spade Bard. Wow. Montez Bard. Oh, wow. Montez Bard is climbing the ladder. Montez, the Spring Profits are the new NXT Tag Team Champs.
Here are your winners and new NXT Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits!
The Sultans of Swag have reached the summit.
Yeah. So, a little mixed up there because obviously Street Profits are not Adam Cole, baby! But I said that in my heart of hearts, I didn't believe the Street Profits could do it because there's always the chase. But you know what? There was a hot crowd, and the Street Profits won. So, to the Street Profits, my apologies. Enjoy your winning of Clip of the Week. Or at least Clip of the Week number 1.
I bring the sweat like nobody cares. Ain't the bad man got it, yeah.
And of course, something for you because Adam Cole, baby.
About to explode.
T-Dub is happy in his head place. I'm pretty sure Shin is happy in his head place, and you have every right to do so. They won a very, very competitive ladder match, but we will get to that in a few seconds before we... But I gotta say, first and foremost, NXT TakeOver 25, the 25th TakeOver special. From Bridgeport, Connecticut, the Webster Bank Arena in that particular place. I will say this. Fair play, Bridgeport. You showed up, you got a good show, and you reacted appropriately.
I told you, NXT equals hot crowd each and every time.
You know what? I will not doubt NXT again. Unless
Pugsley, hello!
Hey, we got a Pugsley. We got a crowd building over here, folks.
Yeah, she came. She came because she heard Handsome was on the screen tonight.
That makes sense. We begin, ladies and gentlemen. There, of course, we have some NXT matchups, but we will not spoil them because they usually show up on the Wednesday show. But it does feature Keith Lee taking on Conan Reeves and Mia Yim taking on Bianca Undefeated Belair. The main card, as we saw it on the television screen, featured the original King of Bros, Matt Riddle, taking on Roderick Strong. 14:45. Bro was the winner. Matt Riddle in a very good opener, as a matter of fact.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm going to say it right now. Best opener of the year.
It could be. These two really went at it.
Could be. Those two went at it. The Messiah of the Backbreaker. Yeah, he showed up with backbreakers, all right. And Matt Riddle was Matt Riddle, as always.
Let's just put this in context. Not only was this an opener of the, not only this was the opening of TakeOver, but it was the only match where there was no title on the line.
This was a curtain jerker in more ways than one because everyone else had gold, but Matt Riddle and Roderick Strong, they said, fuck your belts. We could do shit without them, and guess what? They did.
Nothing on the line, nothing to gain, nothing to lose. They just went out there and put on a clinic.
Pretty much. That's pretty much what they did. Speaking of that ladder match I just spoke, 21-30, the ladder match for the vacant NXT Tag Team Championships, vacant no more. The people in there, Oni Lorcan, Danny Burch, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, Red Dragon, a.k.a. the Undisputed Era. The Forgotten Sons, Wesley Blake and Steve Cutler, with the cameo of a guy that really, really fucked up the momentum. That no one in that crowd wanted to see for apparent reason. And the eventual winners, Angelo Dawkins, Montez, I Fly Everywhere, Ford, the Street Profits. I say I fly everywhere because this guy fly. This guy flies a lot.
Also, I could not tell Wesley Blake and Steve Cutler apart from each other.
I've already forgotten the name of the third guy that tried to fuck things
Jackson
up.
Riker.
Jackson. And I've forgotten the name
Graham.
again. That Riker. I'll call him Riker.
You may know him better as Gunner.
And I still don't know who the fuck Gunner is.
What's
Actually, I do, to be fair, but, I'm working the gimmick here.
That's my gimmick.
Yeah, well, I forgot you. Not you, T-Dub, the Forgotten Sons. We forgot you. We forgot you. Anyway, moving on. No, great ladder match, so. Ooh.
Thank you, Kyle!
Okay. Kyle. Oh, Mr. O'Reilly. Kyle, are you dead? Good Lord, this guy took more... Are we sure his name's Kyle or not Kenny?
It's hard to say at this point.
Jesus Christ, the bumps he took. I mean, I could tell you what about this bump. What about that? No. All of the bumps he took. This poor bastard. Ow. And this poor bastard, speaking of this poor bastard, Bobby Fish's arm wasn't a sling. Are you both fucking okay?
I hope so. I need my Red Dragon fix.
Yeah, we all do. I miss Red Dragon. They don't show up on TV rarely.
But I think history was made in this match because unless I miss my guess, the Street Profits have become the first African-American tag team to win the NXT tag team titles.
No, you're correct. I was thinking about some of the tag team runs, and let's see, looking through them, we've had, Ascension, Lucha Dragons, Wyatt Family.
Yeah, none of them. Yeah. You're not wrong.
I'm surprised it took this long.
Surprising.
Their first full
actually,
black tag team. Their first full black tag team. I mean, American Alpha was half black.
Yeah, that's true. American Alpha with Jason Jordan. There was an African American, but full black tag team. No, Shen, you got it right.
Yes, I know I was right.
I mean, if you want to talk maybe Occam and Razor, but
no, one of them. I think one of them is New Zealand. The other one is I can't remember what he is, but they're definitely not black.
No.
I was just going for the thing there, but Mike Shell. So, are you saying O'Reilly almost needs his auto parts store to put himself back together?
Oh, O'Reilly's!
Need some parts.
Goddamn, Mike. You do realize we already got T-Dub in the call, right?
Hey, Dragon Man, how you doing? Or Devil
Pogo Stick. Hello, hi.
And
anyway,
says that she thought one of them was Armenian. Yeah, I think one of them, the members of Authors of Pain, is Armenian. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Again, if you want to push the blackness, but again, it's Tito. I think Shin is right in this case. But congratulations to the Street Profits. Long may you gentlemen reign.
Also, I think this is the best showing for Oni and Birch.
Oh, definitely. We should bring that up as well, yeah.
Future champions, those two.
Let's hope.
Oh, wait, Mike Shell, to think I'm coming back to Rift Down? When? As I believe the crew misses you. He's got Tuesday again.
All right. Fezbo has
my
returned.
friend, I hope AEW airs on Tuesdays. Because now it's about to get fun. While we move on, ladies and gentlemen, to the middle of the card. Oh, good Lord. This one, I don't know, 1650. Velveteen Dream defending the NXT North American Championship successfully against a game Tyler Breeze. The review I keep reading was they couldn't get past a certain year.
I was thoroughly into this match.
I was as well. I mean, the fair point would be, okay, maybe they can get to fourth or fifth gear, but I'm not necessarily complaining. I don't know about you guys.
You know what I was glad about? You know what made me happy?
What made you happy?
Look, everyone! It's Tyler!
Selfie
So
camera
good to
and
see
everything.
Can I just say something about Velveteen Dream's matches? For someone so young in the wrestling business, his psychology is on point.
This guy is in the same class as Shawn Michaels' finishing classes.
Yeah, there's really nothing that really stands out about Velveteen Dream, but he's so good at telling a story that it doesn't matter that he's not exactly as showy as Ricochet or as technically proficient as Matt Riddle. He just gets you invested in his match.
Agreed, definitely.
And regardless of what a certain Disco Inferno would say, I enjoy the fact that so far, after every one of his title defenses, he somehow earns the respect of his opponent.
And it makes sense that, Tyler Breeze would share a selfie because that's his old gimmick. That's what he does.
And you know what? It's better than just shaking the traditional sinking hands. It's literally good sportsmanship to selfie.
And of course, after the match, Velveteen Dream still does a taunt to let him know who the boss is.
Oh, yeah.
Just hit that pose.
Oh, and the good news here, Tyler Breeze, he's back on NXT full time. We actually get to see Tyler Breeze again.
So
that's a call-up I can get behind.
So he got a promotion.
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much what happened there, actually.
Just imagine the meeting between Triple H and Tyler. He's like, Tyler, I got some bad news. What is it, Trips? I'm afraid we're going to have to send you back to NXT.
Wait, that's a bad thing. Why?
And Tyler is trying to pretend to be sad. He's like, yeah, oh no, I'm going back to NXT. I'm so depressed. Thank you, Hunter. I surely am missing my opportunities. You're the best. And I promise I'm
going to buy your kids Chromebooks and iPads and all that stuff. Thank you.
And I hope to learn my lesson. And I hope to learn my lesson back in NXT. You're my real father.
Don't you forget it, I am everyone's daddy.
Yep. And ain't that the truth? Anyway, so great match, but I can kind of see that where they didn't want to go up the creek because you're in the middle match. You're not supposed to knock out the whole crowd. That's what the main events are. But great match between the two, and I don't know about you guys. I would not be opposed to getting another a rematch.
Make Breeze earn it. First.
Yeah, obviously, but
I want Dream to have a nice long run with the North American.
That I can see.
Like I want him to be the Shinsuke Nakamura of the U.S. of the North American title. Just make that belt synonymous with the Dream.
That makes sense. That makes absolute sense. In our semi-main event, the Women's Championship was defended. Shayna Baszler defeated Io Shirai by submission in 12:15. Ladies and gentlemen, clean victory, still earns heat. I
was so disappointed.
I know. I was pulling for EO there, but at the same time, I'm like, that pop in Toronto is going to be fucking huge if she does lose.
I kind of lost a lot of caring for this feud after EO tapped clean.
Yeah.
That really put me off.
I can understand that.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but the women's division kind of needs a dominant champion right now.
She's been in the women's title scene since summer of last year.
Well, Asuka was women's champion for God knows how long.
I know, but I like that title reign. I never wanted that to end.
Well, that bad news aside, our main event, Johnny Gargano defended the NXT Heavyweight Championship of the World against the new NXT Heavyweight Champion, 32 minutes. Trying to figure oh yeah, Adam Cole, baby! I'm sad for Gargano. I really am. I think they should have at least kept the belt on him until TakeOver Toronto. But I am not here to complain about an Adam Cole NXT Championship match in Toronto. I get to scream out Adam Cole, baby, at the end of the night. Saturday night. I am happy in my head place.
If they don't have him lose the title beforehand.
Please don't. Just please don't.
Oh, what's this? Baron Corbin's back in NXT and he's the new champion.
Boo.
I will say this. I might be in the minority here, but I actually think this one was better than their first match at earlier.
I could see that. That's a fair comparison, actually.
I love the counters and the pump fakes and the counters and the reversals, but the one thing that really sold me on this match was towards the end. And when you saw Adam Cole waving towards the back, and he was waving for the other members of the group to come, and
that was like, excellent fucking psychology right there, because everyone was expecting that run in. Hell, I was.
I wasn't. I was like, is this a trap? Like he had him thinking. He had all the way up into the build up of this match. He had Johnny Gargano paranoid about the rest of the Undisputed Era. Then when he finally did it, he played off that paranoia to gain an advantage. That was marvelous psychology there.
Definitely. I am in full agreement here. That was great psychology. But Tina, what do you think?
I thought this match was pretty good, although I do feel their previous match had a bit more emotional oomph to it.
True. I mean, the pop that you got from the eventual win, that makes sense. I could see that.
The last match was the ending to a 2-year story for Johnny Gargano.
Yeah.
Whereas it is kind of disappointing to see him lose the title so quickly.
Yeah, but on the flip side, Adam Cole really needed to win this match.
Yeah.
I suppose so, especially if they're not going to call him up anytime soon.
And not just win the match, he won the match clean.
As a whistle.
I just want to know what they're going to do with Gargano now.
Just whatever it is, don't call him to the main roster.
Hey, where's that Johnny Wrestling? Let's call him Johnny Sports Entertainment. It'll be great.
And while
That's
he's looking
good shit.
And while he's looking for him, Johnny Gargano will be right in his face with a fake mustache. Hey, have you seen Johnny Gargano? No, I'm a new guy. My name is Bonnie Cersano.
But Johnny Gargano already has a mustache.
All right, goddammit, do some flippy shit with Lucha Flow House Party. Hey, wait, Hunter, who's this bum? That's Dolph Ziggler, one of our chopping drones in Sector 7G. book him against Kofi. That's gonna be. But he's a perennial main event job. Fuck that shit. That's such good shit.
Also, I'm pretty sure Vince could see through the disguise because Johnny already has a mustache.
Yeah.
Well, how about this? Instead of a mustache, he's wearing a mask of Gary Stridham.
Nah.
Yeah, that'll do the trick. That'll do the trick.
Gary, what are you doing here? I'm looking for Johnny Gargano. I haven't seen him, Vince. I was too busy flexing my pecs for a night on the town. Well, if you see Johnny Gargano, tell him I want to talk to him. Meanwhile, you just keep being Gary Stridham.
That's a good one, Shin. Anyway, so quick race before we move on this particular evening, gentlemen. You do?
Shin?
Yes.
Kick us
1
off.
out of 5. 1 to 5. What do you give the show?
I give it an NXT takeover out of 5. How can you rate an NXT takeover these days? Because they've been consistently good. I cannot for the life of me remember any NXT takeover that was just average or bad. They're all good, and this one was no exception.
I give the show a 4 out of 5.
That makes sense. I'm giving it a
women's
4
title
out of
match
5
really
as
brought it
well.
Yeah, the women's title match really brought it down for me.
That's fair enough. Not the best of all time, but definitely a good one. And people are going, "Oh, it's the best takeover." So if you calm your tits, but it's not that good, but it's very good. It was very.
Also, I'm going to
delicious.
go against the popular consensus here and say that it was not as good as Double or Nothing.
No, but you know what? I will say this. You could say it's up to subjective, opinion here. If you like NXT more than AEW, then obviously you're gonna put NXT over. I think it's more apples to oranges, but I will say this: for 2 Saturdays in a row, we had good fucking wrestling. Thank God that the Saudi shit show 3 happened on a fucking Friday.
I'm going to take a page out of JD's book and say I can't really compare Double or Nothing to Takeover because they both had good wrestling, and they're 2 shows that really had different objectives as far as what they want to present go. So I can't really compare.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, now we've gotten that out of the way. There was another thing that happened later that particular week on a Wednesday, as a matter of fact. The finals of the Best of the Super Juniors. They had the finals themselves, which was an excellent match as per New Japan standards. But they had another thing that happened, and the hashtag and new comes into effect again. This time with Jon Moxley, who has spoken out after his rather history-making matchup against Juice Robinson that particular Wednesday. And believe me, I wanted so hard to include both Moxley and Juice Robinson's post-match comments. But for the sake of brevity, I had to go with the relevant piece. I will say right now, gentlemen, from the same clip, from the same YouTube video I got this particular clip from, Juice Robinson cut a very good promo. So, I will say, go to YouTube, go to New Japan's video, look for those post-match comments. Thankfully, Jon Moxley's comments happened after Juice Robinson's promo, so you get to watch both promos. That being said, gentlemen, and ladies, in the chat, of course, take a listen as Jon Moxley speaks in a public live forum for the first time. Take a listen.
I'm not even gonna get a chance to catch my breath, am I? First and foremost, I want to say thank you to New Japan Pro Wrestling. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to come over here. Thank you for welcoming me with open arms, making me feel like part of the family, making me feel like I'm at home. giving me this opportunity against Juice Robinson tonight. To come out here. Thank you for giving me my freedom to come out here and apply my trade the way I want to apply it. Come out here, freedom to be able to be out here and do me. So thank you to New Japan Pro Wrestling. Thank you to Juice Robinson for sharing the ring with me tonight. I've known Juice for a long time. I've known him since we were little kids. 20, I mean, you're a kid when you're 20. He left America and they told him, you go be a star. And there's a reason that I've been tormenting you for weeks. There's a reason why I targeted you for this. It's because you are a star, all right? And I know you're gonna come back gunning for this harder than ever, all right? So bring it, motherfucker. I'm gonna be training harder than ever. I'm gonna be ready for you. Everybody in New Japan, everybody all around the world that thinks they want to step into New Japan, I got a message for you, all right? If you're thinking about coming after me and coming after this, you better strike first. You better get me before I get you, because I'm on the warpath. I'm on the hunt. For anybody who stands in my way, all right? I ain't afraid of no man. Y'all gonna find that out. But the biggest message I can deliver, I delivered tonight in the ring. I speak the language of violence. So you go look at Juice Robinson's forehead. You go look at Juice Robinson's nose. You go take a look at Juice Robinson's leg. And you know what my message is.
Come on, people. You know it's appropriate. Jon Moxley's back and he's got his Mac back. Good Lord. Oh, and you can hear Juice Robinson in the background screaming like a madman during his little presser. But good Lord. Best of the Super Juniors from the Ryogoku Sumo Hall in Tokyo, Japan. It's a rare sight to see Super Juniors in a building, in one of the big buildings, so to speak. But it's a fresh change, and you know what? They got a good crowd for it, a good sound too. So it's a welcome change. It's an awesome change. More of that, please. I would say, definitely for next year.
I need to make one note.
Sure.
On the night before, or the other night before, on Monday, when they're doing the semifinals, at one point, color commentator Gino Gambino said, when the Bullet Club member was getting booed, he literally said the following words: "They were saying boo-ans."
I actually heard that. That was amazing. That was a good call.
I almost forced you to make that the stinger.
You have no idea. You have no idea. I was this close, like from a hair away. But goddamn, I had to take a shit on Saudi Arabia. And T-Dub, you heard this week's stinger. You approved this week's stinger.
Yeah, it's a good one. You guys are going to love it. Stick around.
Stick around for the end, as per usual here. But, T-Dub
there's also some... there's also a bit of infighting with Bullet Club with, Robbie Eagles and ELP.
Yeah, ELP is... would it be fair to say his head is up his own you-know-what?
He's just being El Phantasmo. He's trying to, get junior tags with good old Bone Soldier, like a good guy.
Yeah.
And Robbie Eagles needs to learn his place. Robbie Eagles needs to learn his place. Also, I learned that Doki is the new jobber of New Japan.
Poor Doki.
He only won one match in the entire tournament, and he ended up getting pinned by Yoshihashi.
We'll get to that in a few seconds, obviously.
What was that? What was that again?
During the Best of Super Juniors final night, he was in a tag match, Suzuki-gun versus a whole bunch of New Japan guys, and he got pinned by Yoshihashi.
You heard that right.
From this moment forward, Doki no longer has the right to call himself Doki. From this moment on, he is Doki.
I wasn't gonna go that far. I was gonna say, well, he lost to Yoshihashi and hit this little particular button.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
I wrong?
He has to earn his name back.
Well, he's got Minoru Suzuki's stamp of approval, I believe, but we will get to that in a few seconds. Let's get to the thing. The matches themselves. It was Dragon Lee, Titan, and Shota Umino taking on Red Narita. Jonathan Gresham, we had a good tournament, as a matter of fact. Then Bandito, Dragon Lee got the pin on that one. Basically, Roppongi 3K and Ryusuke Taguchi took on Robbie Eagles, the aforementioned El Fantasmo, and Taiji Ishimori. The Bullet Club won, and El Fantasmo had an El Fantasmo ego, as per usual. In a 5-man tag, Tiger Mask, Juice and Thunder Liger, Yoshihashi, the aforementioned Yoshihashi, Toriano, and Tomohiro Ishii, who's chasing Taichi for that ever openweight title. By the way, Taichi, good luck, you'll need it. They took on Doki. I'm sorry. I'm going to be with Shin here. I'm going to keep up with the gimmick. Dookie, Yoshinobu Kanemaru, British heavyweight champion Zack Sabre Jr., Minoru, I'll fuck everything up, Suzuki, and Taichi. And yes, if you see it on the New Japan Pro Wrestling World English website and NJPW1972.com, Yoshihashi got the pin, used karma on Dookie.
From this moment forward, you are Dookie.
You know, I'd make a no-holds-barred joke, but I'm not going to do that. At least not yet.
I will make no-holds-barred joke. What's that smell?
Dookie!
And I will point directly in his direction. Yes, that is Dookie.
I hate all of you.
Why?
Making a reference to that horrid film. There we go. Those are the words I was trying to use.
You are just mad because you have teeny wiener.
Did you just accuse Shin Tiger Curl of having a small cock?
I refer to TWK in that one.
Well, wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah, TMI, brah.
Well, would you like to know?
No, I wouldn't specifically. No, I don't.
Sounds like you do, Matty.
Dookie would like to know. Isn't that right, Dookie?
Okay, I'm gonna move on. But this sketch has gone too far. Toei Henare, Towaki Hama, Togi Makabe, and Kota Ibushi, they took on LIJ, Los Ingobernables de Japón, Bushi, Sanada, the King of Darkness Evil, and the man, Tetsuya Naito. Henare took the fall, Evil got the pin, and Ibushi and Naito want to beat the crap out of each other. Rocky Romero and Kazuchi Okada took on Brody King and Marty Scurll. I love what Okada did to plug that particular tag team match. He tweeted hand sign emojis to the way of 205 Live. Good one.
Yep.
Golf clap. Good one. Good one. Call back. Okada got the win and got a very nice, another little bit of a promo, which will be played over in the third segment when we talk about the particular, if I could get the words out, the particulars of Dominion. You will hear it, of course. Okada responded and say, "What the hell's a painmaker anyway?"
Stop talking about them. Get to my match.
Yeah, how about Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Jay Bitch White? It was Tanahashi's comeback. It was foiled, however, by Jay White, who, by the way, had a good. That was I like the psychology of this match. Why am I saying he's a bitch? That was a good match, actually. It was Jay White got the win over Hiroshi Tanahashi, 19-16. Love the psychology of this match, as a matter of fact.
And Jay White proved why he's the best leader in Bullet Club history.
You're damn right, the best leader in Bullet Club history. Daddy Gato says so, isn't that right, Daddy Gato?
I'm gonna move on before it gets weird again. No, this was actually, I like the psychology of the match. The working of the injured arm obviously came into play. They called it a neck lock in the finisher, but it was more of a neck lock pin using the arm as leverage, which is actually pretty small. You can see the pin if you watch the match. You'll see the pin, but yes,
I always love it whenever working over a body part actually plays a role in the finish.
I'll give him that.
Which means very soon we may have to breathe with the Switchblade as champion once more.
But not now. Our semi-main event was for the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship. Juice Robinson defended against Jon Moxley in his very first matchup ever outside of WWE. This was his quote-unquote independent wrestling debut, if you will.
Well, no.
I wouldn't call this independent.
No, Matty, you're wrong. Jon Moxley did not debut in New Japan Wednesday. Jon Moxley was unleashed in New Japan on Wednesday.
Very true.
Yeah, this was definitely a brawl of all the sorts, including a dive that did not go the way Juice was hoping. Moxley was kind of out of position, unfortunately.
Oh, fuck you, New Japan World. Apparently, New Japan Pro Wrestling World is not available on Chromebooks.
Sucks.
Yeah, I was kind of looking forward to watching the Dominion on this.
That's a bummer and a half.
Yeah, well, at least I got the phone. It's not that big of a deal, but still. Anyway,
getting back to the match, these guys beat the shit out of each other all over the arena.
They did. This was, as Juice Robinson advertised, this ain't going to be one of those traditional wrestling matches. This was a brawl. This was a fight. And Jon Moxley won, and to the delight, question mark, of the crowd? I don't know. What do you guys say?
Oh, by the way, crowd seemed pretty receptive on it.
Yeah.
It's got to point out, Moxley's got new wrestling gear, no longer wearing the jeans, now wearing sort of longer trunks with a nice barbed wire design on the left side.
Short trunks, knee pads, boots, and everything else. Boxing-like shoes, I would say.
Those are wrestling shoes.
Wrestling shoes for sure. People are calling them boxing shoes, but whatever. They're wrestling shoes.
Can we just talk about that ending?
Oh yeah, Dirty Deed, 1-2 kick out, that picks him up
into a double arm, but elevated, kind of like a brainbuster like position. Actually,
I would say it's kind of like the Impaler.
Yeah,
I'll say it. But it was a subtle jab at the WWE.
Yeah,
possibly.
Like he hit Dirty Deeds like he always does, and Juice kicked out, which is considerable considering how protected Dirty Deeds is. And there was this.
I more took it as just them showing Juice's fighting spirit, personally.
Yeah, that's what I would say. But I'd say subtle's a good word. I would say actually.
But for me, when he did it, and after after Juice kicked out, and John just smiled, it was like he was saying, "Oh wait, that move is for sports entertainment. I better bust out the real one for wrestling." He was
Again,
like, sports
fair
entertainment
enough.
is not going to. Sports entertainment is not going to cut it here in Japan. I got to break out the serious wrestling move. And despite all the violence we saw in that match, can I just say that I've never seen Jon Moxley look happier or more content in his entire life.
Can I just say, out of 10 years of watching Dean Ambrose, Can it be fair to say that we've just seen the best match out of Jon Moxley's career, period? That one match?
Possibly one of.
This guy was happy, he was creative, he was liberated. This guy, I think, was happy in his head place.
And he made history twice over.
Yeah, first man to hold both WWE and IWGP United States Heavyweight Championships.
And the first WWE Grand Slam champion to ever hold the IWGP United States title.
There you go. A little bit of history there. Yeah, Mike Shill said best match so far. I would say best match, period, but one of his best, I would say. And I'm asking a question, simply. And then in the main event of the evening, the finals of the Best of the Super Juniors 26. The B block winner, Will Ospreay, took on the A block winner, the undefeated Shingo Takagi. And before I continue with that, hey, Ollie, Mr. Ollie Davis of Wrestle Talk, it's Shingo Takagi, not Takagai. Not Takagai, it's Takagi. Even I got that shit right.
I've noticed there's a lot of people out there that mispronounce the Japanese wrestlers' names. Some of them, maybe, but I figure most of these are rather easy to pronounce. Maybe that's just me. In my, otaku brain.
Yeah.
Ditto.
But undefeated no more, I should say. Will Ospreay it took 33 minutes 36 seconds, and Stormbreaker multiple. I think if I remember correctly. Will Ospreay.
No, it was a hidden blade followed by the Stormbreaker.
All right, there we go. But it took 33 minutes, but it got done.
And that Stormbreaker at the end, holy hell, that's the best one he's ever hit. There was some good revolution on that.
It was.
I'm trying to think back to it, actually, and no, I'm not going to argue it. No, good. Yeah, I'm going to call it with you. And Rico in the chat, no, Matty.
This is a really
St. George versus the Dragon. Yeah, good call, actually. Call back.
Yep, and Will Ospreay made his entrance with a sword in hand.
That he did.
And can I just
saying
say...
that he was going to... Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say he came there with sword in hand, saying that he was going to slay the dragon, and, well, he did what he said he would do.
He said he was going to do it, and goddamn, he did, boy. He did. Now, we don't usually rate the New Japan stuff because we could just tell you to watch them and you'll have a good time because it's good wrestling guaranteed. So we won't. We're just going to say, good show.
And can I just say, I love this tournament. This was my first Best of Super Juniors that I've ever watched fully. I gotta say that I now have a bunch of new favorite wrestlers that I want to keep an eye on. I didn't expect that going into this. Like, of course, Shingo Takagi, big fan of his now. Jonathan Gresham, big fan of his.
Jonathan Gresham is the second coming of Bryan Danielson.
That he is.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue
especially
that
since
point.
He's especially since he's ripping off his entire appearance.
And of course, Show.
Show was a breakout star. He may not have won it, but he was a breakout star in that, actually.
I predict Show is going to be a world champion within the next year.
You mean the junior heavyweight champ in that case?
No, I think he could be potentially one of the new aces of Japan.
Let's...
1 year that's a steep mountain to climb for 1 year, actually.
I would say maybe in 3 or 4 years he could be put in the heavyweight division, but I don't see that.
I'm with T-Dub. Within 5 years, I could see that. But 1 year, man?
I'm that high up on Show right now.
That's fair enough.
He showed me a lot in this tournament. And you know who else showed me a lot? Ren freaking Nari.
Yeah. This guy, 4 days notice. This was a case of who was the guy who couldn't make it?
El Desperado and Flip Gordon.
Flip Gordon because of visa issue, and Desperado had an injury. I believe Ren replaced Desperado for that. Yeah. Goddamn kid's got a future.
And you know who else I'm keeping an eye on that wasn't even in this fucking tournament? Motherfucking Yota Tsuji. I fucking love that guy. He always gets into the ring. He is always ready to take on the biggest motherfucker on the other side of the ring. Doesn't matter who he is, no matter what they've done. He was like, bring it on. Come on. Fight me. Come on.
Come on. Find me. Do it. Do it now.
Like Arnold from The Predator. Like, come on. Do it. Kill me.
Do it
Kill
now.
me. I'm here. Come on.
Come on.
Kill
Get
me.
to the chopper. Do it now. No, completely agree.
When Yota Tsuji gets past being a young lion, I think he's going to blow up in the never open weight division. He is going to be
Shota Umino as well.
him too. A lot of these young lions showed me something in this tournament. God damn!
You know what I was watching on the way home? Believe it or not, Invasion Attack from a few years ago. Kevin Kelly and Steve Carell on the call. Juice Robinson was just starting to get his wings as a tag team fall guy. And little old Jay White was a young lion. Things change a lot, folks, in those years, believe it or not.
Yep. I think New Japan's future is going to be set thanks to this tournament. It showed a lot of people that there's still
Riniko. Shin cannot impression you, whispers, kill him. I'm not going to kill Shin. Were you mad? He just out impressioned me in that one little thing.
Shin, if Matty hands you a Whataburger, don't eat it.
Deed up, don't make me Dave you again.
Matty, I hope Matty Jay knows that tampering with a Whataburger is considered a federal crime in Texas and can result in up to 50 to 100 years in prison.
That's why I'm not going to do it, T-Dub. Anyway.
I'm just trying to warn my friend.
T-Dub, I'm going to Dave you if you keep that line going. I'm not going to poison my friend just because he does a good Arnold. Anyone with a good German accent could do Arnold Schwarzenegger. Besides,
that's right.
Besides, it's an Arnold off. It's been a while since we've had an Arnold off on the show.
That's a very nice clone baby you have there.
Of course he looks like me. He looks like me.
Of course he looks like me. He's my clone baby. Wait a minute, Sin. Who are you?
I am you.
I thought it was me.
I am me.
But you're you.
But
who is he?
Who the hell is he? He's us.
You.
I'll burn your eyes on the stogie. You're not an idiot, you're me. Now here's a stogie.
Goo goo gaga, I'm a corn baby. Stogie in my mouth.
Anyway, T-Dub, I doubt there's too much news, but let's get it going with that.
Yeah, not a lot. Nakamura did an interview saying he's going to be wrestling until the age of 45.
So he's got about 5 years left.
6.
Okay. To Dear Mr. Nakamura, return to New Japan, kick all the asses. Signed, the wrestling fandom.
We can only hope.
Mm-hmm.
Also, this past week, there was a fan incident at an ROH show.
Yeah, oh boy.
So, there's a few different accounts of this, but what seems to have happened, I'm trying to put the pieces together. The Allure got into it with a fan at ringside.
And the fan was being a
Mandy
fan,
Leon,
going after the heels and shit. As one would want to
whatever
do.
he was saying. Yeah, but whether he was saying went over the line depends on who you ask. Seems to be differing stories on that. Hard to tell. I think Mandy Leon spit on him. And then after that match, he was taken backstage by security and left alone in a room with Bully Ray. Bad idea there. Why?
Yeah, why? Why would you do that?
So
Thankfully, from the fan account, essentially Bully just said, okay, you're not doing that shit anymore, and I go back being a fan.
So he basically got hero treatment from Casino.
Sure, let's go with that.
Without the breaking of the legs, of course.
Well, more of the hand, really.
Let's go with that. I could go with that.
So yeah, and ROH put out statements. They put out 2 different statements, and they're saying they're launching an investigation into this, and their second one seemed to implicate Bully more than their first one.
Basically, their second saying, "Hey, we're not a fan of what happened. We're still investigating, but here's our statement on this. We're not exactly a fan of this, and we're still investigating." Part of me is thinking they want to fire Bully, or at least suspend her or do something, but they don't want to because they don't want to bleed more stars than they have to.
Also, I discovered this week that Velvet Sky has me blocked on Twitter.
Wait, what?
Why?
Yeah, apparently she blocked me for some reason. I don't think I've ever said 2 words to her.
That is weird.
Bully's had me blocked for like the past 3 years.
What'd you do to Bully Ray?
I told him that he was the Kizing of Kizay Fizabe.
God damn it.
Really? That's it?
Yeah, that was literally it. He even responded to me by saying, blocked.
You were complimenting on keeping kayfabe. I think.
And he apparently took that as a slight. Because a fan was asking him about, how he could be related to Devon if, one's black and one's white. And he was like, same father, different mothers. And then I responded by saying that he was the Kizing of Kizay Fizabe. And then he just said blocked.
Were you trying to speak Carney speak to him?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I could. Why not? I know Carney talk.
Well, maybe
I've been backstage at wrestling shows. I've done the soft handshake. I've taken chops.
Okay, I've done all the things except taking chops. I think that's like a rite of passage.
Have you helped put up a ring?
Well, the ring was at the point was already put up because it was like one of those like the training facility at the time happened to be the venue. So, but I did help set up some things like the audio and the curtains and all that stuff.
All right, at least there's that. So yeah, I've done those things. Obviously, Bully wouldn't know about those things, but I guess he just assumed that was nothing more than a fan, I guess, and has never done those things. Also, at one point, I sat in the timekeeper's position. I wasn't the timekeeper, but I sat right next to him.
Nice.
Very nice.
I remember, I remember at one point there was like, for some reason, there's 3 of us sitting there, and one guy just was not a fan of having the bell rung a lot. Like whenever there's like a fight going on between 2 wrestlers, the bell rings to try to quote unquote break it up.
Or alert for more security. Yeah.
I remember at one point going, I don't think you rung that enough times. One more time, and then he actually did it again.
Fair enough. More news.
That's it. That's all I got. There wasn't that much news this week. This week was kind of not very noteworthy, which is good because we still have another segment. We have 2 more segments. Jesus Christ.
I got a little bit of news.
Sure.
All right. Recently, Dustin Runnels did an interview did a sit-in for Chris Jericho's podcast. Talking.
Makes sense.
He talked about how his match with Cody he didn't expect it to be as well received as it was, and he was amazed that he got 5 stars from Big Dave. And he comments that he will never wrestle Cody ever again.
Sometimes it's best to let things sleeping dogs lie as they were.
Yeah.
If something's
this is either we're really not doing this again. This is like the last match we'll ever do one-on-one. Period, or leaving the door open for future storyline building.
No, period. He said that was the best match he could ever get out of Cody, and he doesn't want to taint it.
All right, period. It is.
And in another bit of news, I can't believe you guys missed. Minoru Suzuki, in a recent interview, says that he wants to fight Jon Moxley.
G1 Climax,
nice.
Calling it now.
Here's why he won't be at the G1 Climax. Fight for the Fallen.
That's in July.
What else is in July?
Fight for
Isn't
the
G1
Fallen,
Climax?
yeah?
Isn't G1 Climax? Doesn't it start in late July?
I believe it's in the middle of July, but let me just double check real quick.
And while you're doing that, last bit of news that I just heard, we already have our 3 matches set for Stomping Ground is in a couple of weeks. And they're all
Hey,
rematches.
look! I got garbage. Wait. Okay, July 13th, 2019 for Fight for the Fallen. And I will Google the G1 Climax. By the way, I love this touchscreen on this Chromebook I got. For those wondering, Asus Chromebook CP101 is what you're looking for. Or C101.
So yeah, so far the 3 matches we do have for Stomping Ground are all rematches.
Yay.
It's going to be Kofi Kingston versus Dolph Ziggler for the World Championship in a steel cage. Then for the Raw Women's title, it's going to be Becky versus Lacey Evans again. And for the Universal title, it's going to be Seth Rollins versus Baron Corbin again.
I'm so excited.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you hear is us not particularly excited, I would say.
Nope. And unfortunately, that is all the news I have.
Yeah, I was going to bring up the fact that WWE tried to do the thing, but try to get they flew in Alexa Bliss and Natalia to try to get them on the Super Showdown card. Apparently, it was back and forth, but apparently at the end, the Saudi Arabian government said no. So fuck Saudi Arabia.
Treating women like equals? That is not what we do here in Saudi Arabia. They are our second.
Yeah, and also I feel very bad for the War Raiders. From what I heard, they were both eliminated from the Battle Royal by Titus O'Neil.
By the way, the Dallas, they start in Dallas on July 6th, so
that's the start of the G1 Climax, so it's going to go straight through that month, so I don't think Moxley's going to be able to make it.
It's got to be a tough ask.
Unless he wants to, constantly fly, unless he wants to do a whole bunch of New Japan dates, stop, go to Florida, fly all the way back to Japan. I don't.
We'll say that.
I don't think
have they announced the entire schedule yet? I need to check that. Let me double check. New Japan Pro Wrestling 1972. I need to find the. You know what? I'll do that, and I'll click on the thing real quick. There we go. So I know they announced the schedule for the rest of the shows. Let me see here. And they have these shows. Southern Showdown in Melbourne at the end of the month. And presents... Alright, so July 6th and July 13th, Saturday, is the next show in Tokyo. So Fight for the Fallen will be the 13th. And then, of course, there'll be Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday. And then Derek Kirkenhall on July 3rd. Yeah, that's not happening at G1 Climax. Damn.
But Suzuki wants it to happen. He really wants a piece of John Moxley.
Is John Moxley booked for Fight for the Fallen?
Well, it's an AEW show, and he wants to do this. He was really all for AEW, so I'd imagine he would be.
Anyway, to be continued on this particular situation, actually. That being said, gentlemen, it's time I hit the button and said it is time for your emails and comments of the week. You can send them at thewrestlecast@gmail.com. If you want to talk to us on the chat room, of course, it's on display in our live gimmick as well. Our one email tonight comes from, as always, you know who it is, T-Dub.
French.
Hello, WrestleCast. Well, it's summertime, the prelude, and there's a pay-per-view coming up this Friday, but first, there's one hell of a pay-per-view that take a look last week, NXT TakeOver 25. Renico in the chat. Oh, times 20,000. Taku. NXT TakeOver 25 says Fred Otaku, what can I say? That was amazing. Triple H reminded AEW who's the king of wrestling pay-per-views with something that equaled Double or Nothing. To sum it up, Riddle got rid of the backbreaker man. That ladder war was insane. Street Profits are the new tag champs. Tyler Breeze did great against the Velveteen Dream despite losing to him. Io Shirai lost to Shayna Baszler. Sad, but her greener heat back with a kendo stick. Adam Cole's the new NXT champion, baby! Overall, outside of Baszler retaining my only down despite a great match, don't get me wrong, it was an amazing pay-per-view rating 4.5 out of 5, close to a 5. And he is going to talk about Super Showdown by saying, fuck this show, and it already spoiled with the results. Moving on. Raw, Brock Lesnar, you are the stupidest Money in the Bank holder ever! You have Seth Rollins literally KO'd by Corbin, and you decided to wait until Friday, where you may do an easy cash-in. No wonder you failed at Super Showdown. Spoilers, yes. Front Otaku, we don't care about those spoilers. We ain't watching that shit anyway. You are okay with spoiling that bullshit, believe me. For the rest, it was bland outside of Bray Wyatt being in great shape. SmackDown Live.
Do the Muscle Man dance.
Do the Muscle Man dance. You better be doing some good shit or you're fired.
Wowie.
SmackDown Live, another down show with the biggest what the fuck. Alexa Bliss being the next contender for the SmackDown Women's Championship, despite being from Raw. What the actual fuck? She's going to win the belt, doesn't she? I mean, we had Lacey, Charlotte, hell, Carmella was even included with the triple threat match, the number one contender spot. The only contender was photogenic blondes that spell America all over them. Sure, fair enough. I hate this show, and the rest is forgettable. Questions. He's got 2. 1. Shinsuke Nakamura might retire in the next 5 years. Do you believe he should go back to New Japan or try his luck with AEW? Go back to Japan.
Both. Do both.
Considering it looks like AEW and New Japan are going to have a working relationship, I'd say you can do both.
Actually, no. They did not. Actually, New Japan has come out and say we don't have a working relationship with AEW at all. So that's not even in talks.
The word was yet.
I said yet. the potential is still there. So by the time he leaves the WWE, they probably will have a working relationship.
I'm just gonna
Gedo
say
knows where the money is.
if the answer is either or, I'd say New Japan because that's his home, and goddamn, we need strong style back. We need swag skate back. God damn it. Plus, that fucking theme song is fucking awesome. And T-Dub, this is French Otaku. Thank you, because now we got a return of a nice running gag here. Killer Cross versus Jon Moxley. How hype are you for this possible dream match when Cross leaves Impact?
Who knows? Moxley might just show up because he feels like it.
It might. It could happen.
Well,
By the way, I just reminded me of something.
Yeah.
Impact, you fucked up. You fucked up.
What did they fuck up, good sir?
Guess what the main event of Slammiversary is?
What?
Impact World Title. Brian Cage defending against Douchebag Elgin.
Of course. Yeah, it's the Drew Hoss match.
They should have brought in Kona Crush Crusader to do this match.
Killer Cross.
That's what I said. Kevin's Killer Cross.
You know, Tina, that's as close as we're gonna get it.
Keep saying it right. Is something wrong with you guys' mics or your speakers or something? I keep saying it right. I've been saying
Say
it right.
It's Killer Cross.
Krusty's Comedy Classic.
God damn it! I should have
had it, Matty.
I had it. And I should have quit ahead.
Yeah, I'm saying it right, aren't I? You guys can hear me saying it right. They just can't hear me saying it right. I don't know. Something wrong with your monitors or something. I don't know.
Try it again.
Okay, if you want me to try it again, colostomy bag, cross counter, crippler.
I'm going to move on, T-Dub. Winners! What else? Takeover 25 for their amazing show. And congrats to the new champs, Street Profits and Adam Cole, baby. Jon Moxley winning the IWGP US belt against Juice Robinson and Best of Super Juniors. Also, killer backstage promo by Juice. Agreed. R-Truth and his shenanigans with the 24/7 belt online. Yes, his chick with hardcore title belt is more enjoyable to a certain extent over Raw and SmackDown. Wow. Now, I want a moment where a ladder wins a belt.
WWE's not that smart.
Huh. Yet. Or ever. Well, Caitlyn got herself a new haircut and she looks like Scarlet from Mortal Kombat 11, which is even hotter. By the way,
I love the new haircut. Love it.
By the way, Kano is got a killer line for it. Would you settle for me, sausage? Yes, that is exactly what you think it is.
Still not feeling Scarlet Bordeaux. I'm sorry.
Can't say I blame you, though.
However, Celeste Bonin, though, very nicely done. Love the new hair.
Yeah, agreed. What else? And losers, Bobby Fish for being injured during the ladder match, Takeover 25, as well as Kyle O'Reilly. Sad that Fishman is once again on the injured list. Rey Mysterio being injured, I knew it, forcing him to drop the U.S. belt. Maybe they should have not let him win at Money in the Bank. I know, right? The fan at Ring of Honor who got scolded by security for booing the heels. Long story short, we already went over it. Yeah, I got for nobody by Rachel and respect while being in kayfabe, like, not real. I hate this era of feminists, but just as my opinion, and I offended some people, I apologized. WB for being Raw and SmackDown and Super Showdown for being a thing. That's it. See you guys next week and enjoy the weekend, he says. And that's all of them. Do we have time? It's already 11:20. I was hoping for a little bit more time, actually, but
We got to show the preview.
We got to shoot a preview. That's very true. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, unless I take away my humongo tablet off the thing and hit a particular button or two, those are your emails and comments of the week. You can send them at thewrestlecast@gmail.com. We shall return with a preview of New Japan Pro Wrestling's Dominion at Osaka Dominion in Osaka Joe Hall. We shall return in just a few seconds. Don't go far.
And now a word from our sponsors.
My friends call me sensitive. I guess I am a bit. I really want to call them, but I simply can't commit.
P.U. Me thinketh, that stinketh.
Alf, it's about 10, 10, 220.
Well, don't forget the best part. 99 cents for all calls up to 20 minutes. It's cheap. Right about that.
I want to write about no monthly commitment, dude.
What about no signing up?
Yeah, I like that. Brother.
Obviously from another mother.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Let's go racing! It's Super Mario Kart Funny Car Madness! Only on Super NES! Turn the track into a giant mud pit! Or burn rubber on ice, wood, or asphalt! Mix it up with the big boys! See Bowser in his Bigfoot-dropping truck! See Yoshi's go-kart really go! Mushrooms, banana peels, turtle shells! Dynamite! Check your rear view and make him eat dust! Or go into battle mode and ruin his day! 2 speeds! Fast and way too fast! It's 2-player fun on the split screen! Only for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System! Now when you're playing with power, superpower!
This is WMOB Mobile, 12 on your channel dial and 12 in the TV ratings.
Come out and play with Chris Jericho. Come out and play with the Painmaker, Okada. On June 9th, at Dominion, Rainmaker versus Painmaker. I'm gonna knock your teeth down your throat. I'm gonna break your back, Okada. And I'm gonna beat you and become the new IWGP Heavyweight Champion.
Back here on the Wrestle Cast, presented by RVT Entertainment on TheBrokenInfinite.com, on Mag.com, iTunes, podcasts, and places live on Twitch.tv and / RVT Entertainment, of course. And you could jam the Judas again. You're allowed to do that. And before we continue, I had to do a little bit of loading. And let me see if for those wondering what does Celeste Bonin look like. You're about to find out. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Celeste Bonin's new haircut. There it is on the big screen there. She looks good, guys. I'm not going to lie. She looks awesome. You do?
I love it.
She looked good, man. I like it. I like it a lot. Shin, you still here with us, bruh? Is Shin with us?
Shin Tiger Carl.
Uh-oh.
Doing the straw hat. Captain
Luffy. Come out to play.
Gregory.
Uh-oh.
I think we lost him. We lost him.
Yeah, we lost him, yeah. I think he just got disconnected here. Let's try that again. Push the buttons. There we go. We got him back.
Yeah, Discord froze on me.
That makes sense. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Dominion in Osaka Joe Hall is the program that we have here. And Pugsley, I thought that was Ruby Riott for a moment. Well, it might have been. You don't know. Dominion and Osaka Joe Hall. Sunday, June 9th, 2019 is the program. Here's what the card has for you folks in store. Jon Moxley taking on Shota Umino in the opening bout. Oh, hold on.
Rest in peace, Shota Umino.
Yeah, rest in me. Yeah.
Sorry, Shota, you have to die now.
Yeah. Sorry, brah. Bye. Let's see. Next up, Satoshi Kojima taking on Shingo Takagi.
Let Takagi win. He needs a win after coming so close in the Best of Super Junior.
Fair enough.
This will be a nice match. This is his first match in a singles match against a heavyweight.
Yep. Next up, Yoshihashi and Jushin Thunder Liger taking on Zack Sabre Jr. and Minoru Suzuki. Whoever wins, Yoshihashi taking the fall.
And Liger and Suzuki are probably going to fight all over the arena again.
They're probably going to beat the shit out of each other, as a matter of fact, yeah.
Yoshihashi, you must die for your sins.
Why do I gotta die for my sins? What about your sins?
You will also die for my sins as well.
Anyway, Ryosuke Taguchi, Juice Robinson, Hiroshi Tanahashi taking on Taiji Ishimori, Chase Owens, and Jay White of Bullet Club.
Bullet Club to win.
We're gonna win because I'm the leader of Bullet Club, and I've got my daddy with me. Isn't that right, Daddy Gato?
I'm gonna move on here. Never Openweight Championship. The champion Tai Chi taking on Tomohiro Ishii.
Tai Chi to win.
Thanks to this Best of the Super Juniors, I have come to appreciate Tai Chi now. But he's gonna have to pull out the stops to go up against the man who has no neck.
Yeah, this is one of those. Well, Tai Chi, good luck. You're gonna need it. I sincerely hope you win, but right now my call is Ishii.
So you're basically the announcer from Smash TV in this regard.
Good luck. You'll need it. IWGP Tag Team Championship of the World. The Guerrillas of Destiny will take on Sonata and Evil.
GOD for the win.
GOD for the win.
G to the O to the D for the win.
IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship match. The winner of the Best of Super Juniors, Will Ospreay, will take on Dragon Lee.
Whoever wins, they'll be greeted by a returning Hiromu Takahashi. I'm calling it.
Fair enough. I'm calling Will Ospreay.
Ospreay said he's moving to Japan, so what better way to welcome him to Japan than with the Junior Heavyweight title?
But Dragon Lee needs to win the belt so that way he can have a prize for his husband.
His prize to his husband will be himself.
But no, Hiromu needs, they need to be champions together. Co-champions.
I'm going to move on before this gets weird again. The match number 8, Intercontinental Championship. Kota Ibushi taking on, or defending the championship against Tetsuya Naito.
Whoever wins, they're both going to die.
Yeah, that's a fair thing, actually, yeah.
I call Ibushi due to interference.
Interference from who?
Yeah.
The one man that Tetsuya Naito fears more than anyone else in the entire world.
Chris Jericho?
No.
Who?
Orange Cassidy.
Oh, good lord.
Naito is doing Tranquilo in the ring, and then all of a sudden, Orange Cassidy sloughs his way into the ring and gives him a series of extremely stiff kicks.
No. Shin, if we're gonna call Orange Cassidy such and such, we gotta do it right. The world's most dangerous man, Orange Cassidy.
Yep. The exchange will be, the promos will be amazing. Like, what? Orange who? I didn't order orange Tranquilo. Where's my NyQuil? I got your NyQuil right here, man. I'm drinking it. It's mine. I don't care. Bring evil. I don't even know who that is. Tranquilo, Orange Cassidy. Is that a drink or something? Can I have that?
I'll have some Tranquilo. Goes well with limes and salt.
Yeah, whatever. I don't even want to be here. How did I get to Japan anyway? Where's the exit? I don't want to wrestle tonight. You win, I guess. I don't care.
And in the main event, the IWGP Heavyweight Championship of the World, Kazuchika Okada defends against the Painmaker, Chris Jericho.
I honestly feel like this match could go either way because how unpredictable Chris Jericho has been this past year. But I will say this. I have an idea. Okada's going to defend here.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to... this is going to be interesting. I think...
You're thinking about it. You're still thinking about
it. I got it. He's going to keep the belt until Wrestle Kingdom, where he will lose the belt to Naito, who will then lose the belt after New Japan Cup at whatever show the winner cashes in on.
Yeah.
And the winner of the New Japan Cup and the person who's going to be Naito is going to be Sonata.
So you think the procession will be Okada all the way to Wrestle Kingdom, where Naito, who you're calling right now winner of the G1 Climax, he wins the belt, and then his first challenge, or
Not
second
first
challenge.
Remember. Yes, second.
Second challenge will be Sonata.
Yeah, because they've been building Sonata up. Every New Japan Cup, he keeps getting closer and closer to winning the cup. So I think that next year he's going to win the cup and the championship. And he's going to have to beat his own mentor to do it.
Actually, Okada really needs to win this because he has set a very, very dangerous precedent at Dominion.
Yeah, this is one of those. And forget the fact that the belt's been pretty much hot dogged for the, hot potato in the first half of 2019. The belt needs some stability.
No.
Yeah, that's another reason why I want Okada to keep it until Wrestle Kingdom.
You don't get it. You don't get it. You got to understand something. When I mean by dangerous precedent, I mean a Dominion. Think about it like this. Kazuchika Okada has never defeated a Canadian at Dominion.
Motherfucker.
Yep. He tied with Kenny Omega 2 years ago. Then last year he lost to Kenny Omega. Now this year he's fighting another Canadian at Dominion with the world title on the line.
Son of a bitch!
He is.
So if he doesn't win, this will set a dangerous precedent for Canadians challenging him at Dominion.
That's a new layer of thought I didn't even think to think.
I mean, it's a stretch and it's not necessary, but it's there.
My mind is on the ground now. Thanks, Shin.
Yeah, Shin, that was completely unnecessary.
I know.
You made my brain go gooey, and now I can't think thoughts.
And if Chris Jericho wins, he'll become the first WWE Grand Slam champion double Grand Slam champion to have won the IWGP World Heavyweight title.
Ooh.
Sunday is going to be a very interesting day.
Sunday is going to be a thing. That is for sure.
Indeed. I'm actually looking forward to this match just to see what they'll do.
So, I guess that out of the way, is it time for winners and losers?
I think we shall do that, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start with the losers. And Shin, there's still some rage there. I can sense it.
Time for a rant, boys and girls.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. The floor is yours, sir. The floor is yours.
Now, gentlemen, do you know what the difference between a job and a career is?
A job is something you do to make money, and a career is something you want to do for the rest of your life?
Exactly. What Seth Rollins does in the middle of that ring is a career. This is something he's dedicated his entire life to. That could be said of nearly anyone on the entire main roster and on NXT, and pretty much any professional wrestler worth their salt. Brock Lesnar treats this like a job. He shows up when he's supposed to, does what he's supposed to, puts in just the bare minimalist of effort to get him to do what he needs to do, and then leaves and fucks off for God knows how long, because he treats wrestling like a job. And how can you rely on someone like that? Tell me, how can you rely on someone who treats wrestling as if it was a 9-to-5 job, something he does for a paycheck? Brock Lesnar has no energy. He has no passion for this business anymore. He used to back when he was the next big thing, putting on great wrestling matches with Kurt Angle for God knows how long. But now he treats it as a job. And what makes this even more, and you know what really gets me? JC and Griffoon both like what Brock is doing. They said it shows him humor. It shows humor in his character. But here's the thing. Every time I see him wearing that fucking briefcase, every time I see him put it on his shoulder like a boombox, every time I see him dance around like a fucking idiot because someone needs to surgically implant some goddamn rhythm in him because he can't do a running man to save his goddamn life, you know what I see? I see 7 men who nearly killed themselves in a ladder match. 7 men, all deserving of wearing that briefcase. 7 men who all deserved to have that shot to change their careers. It would have gone to Mustafa Ali, but no. Brock Lesnar just walks in, does the bare minimalist of stuff. He does his job and takes it, and now he treats it like a joke. And now look at what we got for the landscape of the WWE. Brock comes out, teases that he might cash in, he might not. Then for the last 2 times that he's appeared on television, he has proven to be an utter and complete moron. Had Seth Rollins dead to rights, didn't cash in. Couldn't cash in because Paul Heyman tripped over some goddamn ropes, and then he got his shit pushed in by Seth frickin' Rollins. I'm going to say right now that Brock Lesnar is the worst Money in the Bank winner ever. And the sad part about it is he's probably going to get when he does cash in, he's probably going to get the United States, the Universal title back, which means that Raw will still have to deal with him taking that belt hostage until Vince finally feels like someone is going to take that title from him, like in the next 10 years or so, when Brock Lesnar is jumping up and down in the ring, carrying a walker with Jimmy John's painted on it. So you know who gets this is a special D-Cell Battery Award for you, Brock Lesnar. This is my perma D-Cell Battery Award for the entire year. You will not leave this spot. You have not earned a right to leave this spot. This is for you, Brock Lesnar. And I hope you're happy. Of course you're happy. You're getting paid for it because this is your job. And that just sickens me. Rant over.
You got any more losers, or we just move on from there?
Losers.
All right.
The Saudi Super Show. Did not care for it. The main event should not have happened. A lot of crap went down that should not have happened. Roman Reigns jobbing out to fucking Shane McMahon. War Raiders getting eliminated by Titus O'Neil. The main event being 2 old guys, one of them concussed, was a piece of crap, and Taker nearly getting his neck broken in front of a crowd of Saudi princes who couldn't give 2 shits about professional wrestling. And just WWE, the main roster as a whole. it's just been a disappointment to me on fundamentally a lot of levels. And I'm done.
All right, T-Dub, losers.
First, I have my own D-Cell Battery Award.
Oh, that's right. You are. Yeah, I forgot about that.
One Christian York.
Oh,
who,
boy.
Decided to
oh, boy.
go
Oh,
on
boy.
a homophobic. Yeah, he decided that, June, the month of Pride, he thought that'd be a great time to go on one of those, well, what about the straight people lines? Just fuck off, you piece of shit. Fuck the fuck right off.
That's it?
I'm so tired of all this bullshit. Like, there's somebody in Boston trying to hold a straight pride parade. Go fuck yourself. Like, you have not had to go through the shit that LGBTQ people have had to go through. Fuck off. Get the fuck out of here. This is the kind of shit I've seen so many times, and it always annoys me. Stop it. Stop it.
It's funny. I got a button for that. Oh, hold on. We got to do the thing here. There we go. We got to do the... Let's try that again. Eventually.
Get the fuck out of here!
That's one.
Yeah, basically that, because, like, just to, it's the same thing that comes up, anytime there's any sort of, like when there's Black History Month, it's always like, where's White History Month? And when there's, like, a Women's Day, it's like, where's Men's Day? Just get the fuck out of here, you piece of fucking shit!
Straight white men need to realize that we are the fucking reason why there's a Black Pride Month and a Black History Month and a LGBT Pride Month. We keep fucking shit up. And I put we in there because, I'm as guilty as the next motherfucker. Though I do support LGBT pride and all that stuff. I support it. I'm guilty by association. And I fully embrace, understand that. I don't want a straight Pride Month. Fuck that. You know what straight Pride Month is? Every other month.
What exactly do you have to be prideful for being straight? What is exactly straight pride? You're proud of being able to walk down the street without being judged or possibly being beaten up simply because of the person you choose to share your bed with? Is that it?
Transgender people still get murdered very often just for being transgender, and the fucking government is still trying to pass laws against transgender people. They're still trying to kick.
Hell, in Russia, there are actually gangs of young people who solicit gay people for sex and then beat them up and put it online because they're under the assumption that all gay people are pedophiles. And these people can't even go to the cops because not only will the cops not do anything to their attackers, but they'll more than likely arrest them for being gay.
So to Mr. Christian York, get the fuck out of the wrestling business. And I know I don't say that alone because his ass was called the fuck out by the people in the wrestling business this week.
I'll let the Keith Olbermann button do my speaking.
Get out!
Do you have any more losers, by the way, or is that it? I don't want to catch you
just
off.
this Saudi show because it's unnecessary.
Yeah, WWE for the Saudi show for the 5 hours of bullshit and pain, minus a few things, but still. And one Disco Inferno. Does the adage "old man yells at cloud" ring a bell? It's like the second time in like a couple of months I brought that up. First, Billy Graham takes a shit on Kofi Kingston not taking steroids for dumb reasons. And then Disco Inferno taking a dump on the selfie handshake. Like the selfie instead of a handshake. Did you guys smell that? That's irony there. That's hypocrisy. I don't know what the word. I don't know what it is, but Glenn Gilberti taking a shit on two gimmicks when he himself, for the longest time, was the king of all goddamn gimmicks.
Yeah, his whole gimmick of being a guy addicted to disco in the 90s.
Disco Inferno does not like what happened at the selfie at NXT TakeOver. Disco, you could fuck right off. Seriously, dude? Takes one to know one, asshole. Anyway, enough bitching and ranting. Of course, WB for the Saudi Arabia bullshit. Let's finish up on a nice note. Shan, let's do some winners.
Oh, we got a lot of winners, my friends. First and foremost, of course, NXT TakeOver 25. Once again, showing the main roster just how it's done down there in Florida. Best of the Super Juniors. Excellent tournament with an excellent finish. The Mox for being unleashed in New Japan and making history 2 times over. Dominion for shaping up to be quite a surprising show. And just one more. Oh, and just because Adam Cole!
T-Dub.
Let's see. Winners, chicken dinners. I'm going to give it to Mr. Jonathan Moxley for just having a standout return to professional wrestling the past couple weeks.
Like, what a pair of weeks he's had, man. Wow. Talk of the wrestling world, man. Keep the momentum going. That's all I can say there. My winners, you brought up John Moxley. I'll bring up John Moxley, the podcast and everything else, but this week particularly, U.S. Heavyweight Champ in his first match back. Like, back from the Fed, back from everything. Dean Ambrose, U.S. Heavyweight Champion IWGP. John Moxley is the fucking man. Good for him. That's what I says. NXT TakeOver 25, obviously. New Japan Pro Wrestling, Best of Super Juniors, obviously. John Moxley versus Juice Robinson. Juice Robinson especially. One thing we did not bring up during the review was the fact that he had actually shorn his famous dreadlocks. Why? Because it was the last thing connecting him to the CJ Parker character. I'm fine. And
also,
in the promo...
Can
Go ahead.
I was say, can he get rid of the nightcap he wears during his entrance? I wish he would go back to the more flamboyant outfit that he would wear. I like that more than the striped pajamas. It looks like he's dressed up as a pajama man. I don't want to. Is he the Sandman now?
Well, he's not wearing Zubaz to the ring yet. All right. The last remnants of CJ Parker is dead. You know what killed him? Juice Robinson. Good line there. R-Truth and the Job Squad with the 24/7 championship in a sea of horse shit, with one little diamond, that being Cesaro and Ricochet on Raw this week. That was a beautiful match, by the way. God damn it, I love R-Truth as the 24/7 champion. Drops the belt on the tarmac of an airport. 6 hours later, gets it back on an airplane, and he starts talking to it in an airplane stall. I shared the video on Twitter, and Enigma, our friend Enigma Extreme, he said he's talking about these lost his marbles, and I should have replied right then and there. So, have you not met little Jimmy yet? Just saying. What marbles? Anyway.
Those marbles were lost in a black hole somewhere in a faraway galaxy, never to return.
Yep. And Amazon for allowing me to get a steal of a deal. I didn't make too much of a big deal, but I got a Chromebook to replace my tablet. I should mention now, I don't know if Bobbert, I know Bobbert was the one who helped pay for the tablet all these years ago. Almost, it's been 5 years actually. Got this beautiful tablet over here. And it started to die, the speaker had died, and the screen started to get pushed into the inner screen to affect the performance and everything else. It was time to replace it. So I have replaced it with the Chromebook. I got it off the used pages off the Amazon warehouse thing, and I paid about $200 for this. This is worth $400, and it looked absolutely 100% brand freaking new. So, hell yeah, I'm in on that deal. So, thank you, Amazon, and I'm going to give myself a winner for scoring a huge deal. Save myself like almost $300 on that. I know it's not, so yeah. So thank you, Amazon, for this beautiful thing. I will make good use of this, as I've done tonight. I actually read the emails off of that, believe it or not. Well, you might have heard a little bit of a noise trying to set it up on a readable way, and I think I might have figured it out, so that was awesome. Shin, you're doing videos, my friend. You actually did a thing last night. Can we still plug that, or is that available on the Facebook?
Yeah, you can, but I think it's still on the Facebook. It was just me and our friend Dante Nickings from the Video Game Console Junkies doing a pre-roast of E3 2019 next week, where we just discuss all the latest gaming news and reviews for what we think's gonna drop at E3 next week. It's gonna be a good time.
Give us Mother 3, you cowards!
Bowser, don't make the mistake Reggie did. Give us Mother 3.
Ooh. If he does that, there's gonna be a lineup of Earthbound fans willing to suck Bowser's dick.
And I'll be third in line.
That's quite a specific number. How are you gonna make sure you're third?
Right, I'll be right behind. Derek from Stop Skeletons from Fighting and Rue of the Clan of the Grey Wolf.
But
you know what?
Wait, what
I wouldn't want to fight them either.
And also, of course, I'm doing my usual Warmer Horde lore videos now every Tuesday. Expect a new video to profile the next a piece of the Warmer Horde's universe, which I got some inspiration for my book. And also coming soon in July. Be on the lookout as this Wednesday I did an interview with Matthew Whiteside, author, screenwriter, actor, comedian, and he did a 30-minute interview about me and my book. The interview should be dropping sometime in July because he has a massive backlog of interviewees. Hopefully that'll drum up some interest for my book, which you can find on Amazon.com. New World by me, Greg.
And you say his name is Matthew Whiteside?
Yes, I followed him on Twitter.
Let's see.
Or it's Matthew.
Anyway.
Also,
well, congratulations on the interview, by the way. That is awesome.
Oh, thank you very much. And just to let you know, I did plug both the Rift Downs and the Wrestle Cast in it.
My man, thank you. Much appreciated. T-Dub,
yes, that, definitely.
I believe you've had a new video popped up this week, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I do believe so. I'm currently working on another one, by the way.
Yeah.
As we are speaking. My most recent video was Here Comes the Pain Season Mode. Check that out.
That's the one.
Good 15 minutes. And I think it's one of my funnier videos.
Why can't you get Ultimate Dragon on pay-per-view?
WWE booking in a nutshell.
Yeah. No, Jerry, we don't want to be tag team champions. Anyway. And of course, on my end, you know, I got the Ranger recap last night. We did we riffed an episode of Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. And of course, that'll be available on YouTube tomorrow, as well as this episode of the Wrestle Cast. As per usual, of course, I'll be on Toku Riffs Live and all that good stuff on Sunday, 7 Eastern Standard Time. If you want to follow us on Twitter at MattyJ316 at TWK Official, and of course you can follow Shin Tiger Curl as well at Captain Luffy, at CAPTLUFFY. If you want to support us, I got, of course, TWK's Patreon, patreon.com/TWK Reviews, so you get D-Dub's new video that's in the works a couple of days early. So if you want...
my next video is going to be my 12-year special.
Ooh, you want to give them some money and watch that early, folks. And of course, I have my tip jar at paypal.me/MattyJ316. Any little donation is appreciated, of course. Of course, if you want to support us through other means, or we have t-shirts and merchandise available on Twitch, of course, at streamlabs.com/RVT Entertainment/merch. Buy the shirt, as we like to say. And and don't leave yet. We got a funny thing. At least D-Dub thinks that's a funny thing, and all that good stuff. But until then, thank you very much for tuning in and saying hi to us. We much appreciate your patronage as per usual. On behalf of Shin Tiger Curl.
Yeah, whatever. See you. Go to hell. I'm getting out of here.
Go back to bed, Orange. And of course, TWK.
Until next time, this is TWK of TWK Reviews, telling you to work your gimmick.
My name is Matty J, reminding you to help professional wrestling support your independent promotion as soon as possible. We will talk to you next week, folks. Have a good one, have a safe one, and enjoy NJPW's Dominion in Osaka Joe Hall, whether you do it live or like the rest of us Westerners, and what would be called tape delay, or on demand, of course. Have a good one, have a safe one, we'll talk to you next week. Bye, everybody, bye!
What's as good or better than WrestleMania? WWE Super.
Time has arrived. We are broadcasting Raw live from my ass. Boom, boom! I'd rather watch two old women slap my ass.